Sanibonani molweni, and welcome to yet another episode of TVC Waar Lam with your girl ZAMA. Waziwa ngozamzukwana closets on the social streets. Namhlanje I have a guest who will be having a chat with me about a very interesting topic. I will let her introduce herself because nobody never introduced her, but can this one please introduce herself?
A pressure. Hi everyone, my name is Khomotso Masela and I'm from Katlehong. I am a single mother. I'm a Christian first before anything else. I'm from a very religious family and I'm a believer in prayer and in God.
Okay.
I basically love spicing things up, be it other people's relationships, my life, everything else. Everything in life, I feel like you must add a bit of spice, add a bit of uniqueness.
Okay.
Add your flavor, in fact, to make the world a better place.
Yeah. So please go in depth with what you've just said.
Which
What do you
parts?
mean when you say that in every part of your life you need to add a bit of spice? What do you mean by that?
Don't be boring. Your life must never be boring. Like, be different, be unique.
Yeah.
Add your flavor, add your spice. And I mean, that I took it as far as having my own business of spicing things up in a relationship.
Okay.
And that means adding your flavor in a relationship, especially because some relationships, they tend to get boring at times, especially if you've been with a person for a long time.
True.
Or even if in Sakala, like Nyaporana, sometimes you just got married or you got into a new relationship and you don't know how to be different or be fun. So hence the business came. The business name is called Spicy Lashes,
Okay.
which is all about spicing things up in your relationship, but moreover in the bedroom.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So when did you start this business?
I started in 2021, but I started it basically back in 2016. I was a Pure Romance consultant. And unfortunately, Pure Romance closed down in 2020 because of COVID complications and stuff. And I mean, I was doing very well with Pure Romance, if I can say so myself. I was doing really well. I even won all expenses paid trip to America, which I always talk about. So in between, don't be surprised if your accent change because
When was that? Was that in 2020?
Okay, it was in 2019.
Okay. That's still fresh.
But accent, I mean, it happens.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So, I was there. Then, unfortunately, in 2020, the business closed. And I realized, good no, man, there's still so many people that should learn about this. There's still so many people that we still need to educate. And I was like, no, man, why don't I start small and see where it takes me? I can just do talks and have little spices, like which are the toys, the accessories, the lingerie and whatnot, just to be different, but moreover just to empower people, empower women especially. Good bang aside, they shouldn't hold back, be you in your own special way, and also add that flavor in the relationship, because I'm all about let's build relationships. As when happy.
True.
A person that orgasms regularly is generally a happy person in the society.
Is that true, Val?
It's true. I mean, you can ask people who would see if they got some, they glow. I'm not saying I got that glow from that, but I'm joking. But generally, if you got it all, it shows. But if you didn't, if your sex life is miserable,
Then
it will show. Oba grumpy. Some people, it even goes down to their skin and whatnot.
Okay.
It depends on how it affects individuals. But people that are generally have a good sex life are much happier people in society. So that's why I do this business, to say, guys, I'm happy.
Yeah. That's very interesting, because my next question was going to be why this particular business, because there's a lot of businesses
that I could have
out
done.
there. Yeah.
Funny enough, my parents asked me that because so there was a point in my life where I wasn't working, I wasn't doing anything, and I needed money. I needed an income. And I was like, okay, what can I do? And I thought I could go sell izinto, but I don't want something that, like, I could join the MLM businesses, but I don't want something air fitness. I don't want to mention company names, but I don't want something air fitness. Then maybe I'm gymming, but under pressure of gym. Or I don't want izinto abantu abathengisa. I want something different, because I'm just like that. I like doing things different nyana.
Okay.
So I remembered I had attended a Pure Romance party years back, and I was like, actually, let me go to their website and see what's happening. Then I went to the website. I saw, Woody, you must buy a kit, this and that. I contacted the person, and then the lady called me.
Okay.
And yeah, that's how it started. When my order arrived at home, my parents were shocked. Tipo,
what is this?
Of all the things, was okay, Talena. And my response was the fact that you know about all the other businesses that you think I should have joined, and you don't know about this one means that there's a lot of potential for this to grow, because ayaziwa and and then that's how basically I started. And I mean, for me, it started as a way of making money. And I like these type of things anyway. So that is a way of making money. But then as I grew into it, I was like, oh, actually. And the best part is that I don't have to, it doesn't show. Besides the glow. But it doesn't, I don't have to look any particular way. I don't have to. And the products speak for themselves.
Yeah.
So for me, it was minimal work that is required. And that's why I joined.
Okay.
And yeah, I've been enjoying it.
So you mentioned that your parents saw your order when it came through. Yeah. How did they take that? Did you tell them prior to you joining, or babona deliver significantly? Wow, our daughter.
I mentioned it, but they didn't really believe it. So when they saw, but my justification was, I'm building relationships, especially for Christians, because I come from that background.
Yeah.
We don't talk about these things. We are encouraged to get married, but then most of kulmang is sexy. It's always so taboo. So how are we expecting Abu Mama Laba to do best when it comes to the bedroom?
Yeah.
You know, and another thing that also I could say influenced me to joining, I attended a bridal shower, and the women were talking about that you must be a Proverbs 31 woman, you must pray, you must do this, you must do that. And I mean, obviously you should.
Yeah.
And then one of the pastors there was like, no, Bazalani, we know that Sishatela ini, you know, over and above these things that you've mentioned. But one of the most important things that Sishatela is so that you can have sex, because otherwise you could ideally marry your best friend, a female best friend. But there's just one thing that you want from a man, which is gay. And then, so I was like, all I'm doing is just trying to build that. Let's enhance that. And unfortunately, we're not taught in high school or in any other institution about how to please your husband, please yourself, you know. So that's where I come in to say, life orientation as so let me be the one that educates. How do you, supposing I'm a virgin and I get married, and then we hear strategy which you must please your partner, do this song, but how do I start? You read, you must do 6-9 inja 6-9. That time you know nothing about lubrication. It's give him 90 because it's dry for you, it's painful for you.
True.
You know, so I was just like, no man, let's fix the women first, because a lot of people ask, why do I do a lot of sessions for women? Let's fix the females, because for the longest time sex has always been about a man.
True.
A man comes, then the show's over. But the beauty of us, if we come, then the show can go on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
You know, so let's fix the country first. Let's fix women and help them enjoy sex, help them understand themselves, what pleasures them, what doesn't pleasure them, help build their confidence. You know, let's build our confidence. Noma uya lapho wazi ukuthi you know that you're sexy and you're gonna rock this, you know. And I always say confidence is sexy.
Yeah.
Even before you, whether of I get a lingerie, whether of I get ini, if you're just confident in what you do, even your partner gets turned on. You know, so yeah, I'm all about that. Let's build self-confidence. Let's build women to take charge and enjoy the festivities that sex has to offer. True.
Very interesting point, because you also mentioned the aspect of Christianity and women being taught certain things, especially with my bridal showers, because I've also experienced that. And Tina, there was one particular lady who was like, guys, we are always told that but I'm a very emotional being. When I'm upset, I don't even get wet. So how do I even go about that? So that is a very interesting point, especially bringing it, you know, to the church. But now, how is the church receiving it? Have you ever done maybe
One of my first sessions actually were
Yeah.
with Abo Mamfundi, Sabo Bishop and whatnot. And the truth of the matter is, you're a wife. Ushadile. And the kamereni, agna bishop, agna ban. Kamereni, you are your partner's wife. You're a wife. So you really need to please your partner, please each other, you know. So, and that's the angle that I take. You can be a boss in the boardroom, spicy on the, fashionista on the streets, but you can also be spicy in the bedroom.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away anything. A bedroom, it's just the two of you guys.
Yeah.
You know, there's no need to manje umele ufake agna pulpit la.
Yeah.
You know, umuntu, you've got emotions, and that's why you got married. Otherwise, then remain a nun.
Yeah.
So that's the angle that I took. And all I'm saying is that spice things up. Do not be boring. And that's the education that I'm bringing. And also to try to move the people from that stereotype mentality. Yoguti, just because when you are more sexually emancipated, you enjoy sex, does not mean that you're bitchy, you're this, you're that. No, you can enjoy sex and still be a bishop. You can enjoy sex and still be a CEO of a company.
True.
At the end of the day, we all have the same physical aspects. So,
because I'm thinking that you being young and now having to do a session with Abu Mama Badala basenkonzweni. Yeah.
And my thing is, you can either choose to take the information
or not.
If you choose to walk away, oksala when uzobe udry. We won. And and she was talking about lubrication, but I didn't take notes because that's on you. I'll continue to share the information. If it's for you, you will take it. If it's not, it's okay. But what I usually do with most of my sessions also, because this is a very private topic, private and sensitive topic, is if you want to order, I have that one-on-one thing with you to try and understand, Guti, where's the gap or what are you trying to fix? Then I can recommend products or spices that are best suitable for you. It's not a one blanket fits all. For example, you might think, Guti, when you're not getting aroused, and think, Guti, maybe you need something for a clit, whereas the problem is just merely communication. Let's fix the problem. Let's talk, let's communicate. Then everything else will flow.
Okay.
I think I'm talking a lot.
No, it's fine. We need as much information as possible. So who's your target market?
My target market is women.
Okay.
Women that want to explore themselves and want to explore sexually. And by exploring, I'm not saying using sex toys and whatnot. Just learning how to spice things up. A woman that is in touch with themselves and they really want to better themselves. And just spice things up wherever they go.
Yeah.
Be the change they want to see.
So no particular age.
Because
now, here's why I'm asking that, because these kids are very curious. Let's say you get approached by maybe a 16 or 17-year-old, because normally a banger would date older men and they want to please those. Have you ever? First, if not, how would you tackle that?
So usually when somebody invites me to an event, I usually ask the questions, which was the age group, so that I can prepare the presentation based on the age group.
Okay.
So if I want abangani, like you're saying, it's more of sexual education and how to protect themselves. It's not more of spicing things up, because that's not the focus that they should be doing, know. So ideally, my target market, I would say, is young makotis.
Okay.
About makoti that need to continuously spice things up in their relationships and in their lives.
Okay.
But also nabo mama badala, especially bona actually, because then they've been married for so long, and shame, man, for the longest time they haven't even enjoyed sex. Some of them, I'd attend sessions and they don't even know what an orgasm feels like. Cabanga.
It's sad.
Cabanga.
It's sad.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why special lashes exist.
Yeah. So now, I'm thinking of Abu Mama Batala, right? Oguti. So when you start with that, do you also introduce, because I know you also sell like lingerie, do you also introduce that to them? Or because they still have.
But hence you need to let's fix the mindset. Lingerie, it's you being confident in how you look. Whether you wear lingerie, whether you wear in, just be confident. You know, lento lokuthi uvele ufake iskipa sewathwathi, iduku, ipantyhose. You know what I mean? Be confident. No, ukuthi ungenelani lapho. Before I even answer that, remember when you wear lingerie, sexy is not a body type. It's a mental thing. Confidence is sexy.
True.
So for you to wear lingerie, you need to be sexy enough at different age, whatever age that you're in. You are sexy in whatever way that you feel comfortable in.
Yeah.
And I have a variety of lingeries, you know. Well, my specialty is fishnets. I love fishnets.
Okay.
But then zikhona ezirogo to cater for different body shapes and sizes. So umuntu uyazikhathela ukuthi yena ufuna into enjani. I mean, there's no limit to say kumele ugqoke so or kumele ungagqoki so. It's really up to you what is comfortable.
Okay.
With you.
So with your sessions, right? Where do you normally hold your sessions? Abobani who contact you for those sessions?
So I host sessions at least once a year.
Okay.
I don't like hosting my own sessions, but I'm trying to improve and actually host more.
Okay.
Because umsebenzi organize the event, the marketing, the putting everything together, it's a lot of work. But usually I get invited. It's usually word of mouth. I get invited to events. I post a lot on my social media pages, the education, and then I would get invited, and that's how I usually get to share the information. So they contact me and we take it from them.
So have you ever had sessions where there's also men attending?
Yeah. Hey, man, I don't like, because I'm so, like at Pure Romance, we used to have sessions for amantombazana kuphela. Because with men, they'll ask a whole lot of petty questions and they'll always be like, hey, mina ngafuna amaToys, hey, my game is on point, why mele?
So by substitute.
You understand? And hence the education, we don't use sex toys because you are lacking as my partner. Sex toys are meant to they should be seen as collaboration and not competition. You know, so, and for ladies generally understand this.
Yeah.
Marabafana. Yo, like the sessions take so long because now you're still trying to make them understand. Because no, it's not about you. And hence I'm just saying, let's fix the country first. Yeah. Let's fix the ladies. But I do it's much easier when I host couple sessions.
Okay.
Because then unomuntu wako.
Yeah.
And then you can ask questions properly, or even we ask maybe palapansi, so it's not too personalized. But if it's men only, it's a no-no. You must swear, apply, and we can like tell men are visual beings. Bang begile.
Ngapo keep it cleavage.
Yo. No ngathi ngifaka irogo elide. Bazong andresa ngamehlo wabo.
Because now
you understand?
Yeah, cannot form.
Especially when you're a spicy woman.
Because I think there's honestly a few women that I know, especially black women that are in this kind of business, especially from Elokshini, you know, which is something very interesting. But with spicing things up, guys, I don't want to lie. I mean, I've had a challenge. I've even given up shame. At some point, I'm telling you, yes, I've even given up at some point. In the lingerie, I don't remember the last time. I wear sports bras, not that. I wear sports bras because it's bright blue.
I need to tell the thing with lingerie is that it's like you should see yourself as a gift. Imagine getting a gift. Let's say even if I bought you amaqiqi, mengupha wona nje aso ngithatha. Mahle wona, but akuna excitement. But if it's nicely wrapped, you know, the excitement you go unwrap it keeps you wondering, I wonder what's inside. You know, it's more exciting to unwrap something that is neatly packaged. By the time you actually see the product, it's already packaged. Yes, nicely packaged. By the time you get to see those earrings, you're already very excited. And that's the thing with lingerie. If you come, the package is nicely packaged. Like, it's enticing. Whether or the fact that you put effort in packaging it. Like, Christmas where the packaging in paper newspaper, Maruksala, it's exciting to unwrap it. You know?
Yeah.
So by the time now you take it off, if you decide to go to a ravaza or you take it off nicely, or vulimbobo somewhere, doesn't matter.
Yeah, true. No, what you're saying is absolutely true. And I think Amy got triggered a while back. No, not a while back, years ago.
I wonder.
Bought lingerie for someone I was dating, only to be dumped 2 weeks later. And I even took pictures with, hey, this is what I bought.
Going down.
So it gets me now for that. It was a thing. What's the point? So I always get triggered when I see.
But it's also important to date your type.
Yeah.
Somebody within your mental range. Because as an izinto, like I for one can't date umuntu ozothi mengipha itoy, I feel intimidated or whatever. I need somebody that is emancipated, that's, enyeke ngithi mengikhuluma ngale zinto lezi I feel awkward in any way.
Yeah.
And like if you don't, I'm not saying I'm gonna enforce the toys on you or I'm always using toys all the time, but at least you must be open-minded. Ungabi nje typical. I'm not even gonna mention bazongikwatela manje.
Ngisho nami.
Don't be a typical guy. Also, hey, I could never date that type of guy, and I know it's never gonna work. So you must also know muchola now, vele. Ubone ukuthi lo muntu don't even no muchola no muntu njalo, and that's what I always say. Or if you married to somebody like that, ukuthi whatever I talk about or whatever you want to do, incorporate it in your relationship because you know your partner.
True.
You know with mozo feeling evaporator, it's not gonna sit well on them.
Yeah.
Hence, in the sessions, I explain, Guti, how do you introduce the toys? Which toys do you start with? Which accessories do you use? At what point you wear lingerie? If I'm so lingerie, it's going to raise questions. But now, if you play card games that we have, then it's easier to start the conversation. Like already you've planted the seed in their mind. There's a saying that the brain is the biggest sex organ. So let us fix the brain, prepare the brain. And I was saying in my last session that for the next 6 months, I'm focusing on card games. Let's play, let's get to know each other, let's communicate, let's understand each other before we even introduce any other things into the relationship.
Yeah.
Even after my sessions, I say, "It's more figure here, attended a Spice session. Explain how it is. And I feel also that's also very ignorant. We've got social media, we've got TV, we've got so many things now where this information is open. So these things are there. It's just a matter of people asking and having access to them. How many sex toys shop do you know? Mara kuba judgmental mongen,
especially when you're a woman.
Exactly.
Black women food more particularly. Exactly.
And also they are overwhelmed because there's just so much. You don't know what's what. So hence again I hold these sessions to say, come see the different types of toys, and see how can you personalize it in your relationship and in your life.
Okay, you mentioned amaToys. So we know that a lot of sex toys, I would say, are used by women, right? Like your vibrators. What do men use then? Are the sex toys for men? Just pleasing themselves, not use. Okay,
I've got Caesar, the helping hand. It's on my website, www.spicylashes.com.
Okay.
It's on my website. It's a male sleeve.
Okay.
Masturbating sleeve. It's very soft and rubbery. Okay. Like as you put even when I put my fingers in, it really feels soft. You just apply lubricant so that it's soft and moist.
Okay.
And then it's got vibrations. And then, that's something that your partner can use on their own. Alternatively, you can use it on him when you're on your periods. Or some days when you're just not in the mood. You can use it on them. And a lot of women don't like those things because they're like, how's on replace? But I'm like, but yet you want to use a vibrator. True. So let's be fair. What's done on the left-hand side must also be done on the right-hand side.
So are men open to such toys?
They're not. I think I was getting to that earlier on when I got distracted. So when people order, it's usually very discreet and private, right? Okay. And I don't take orders like, okay, now let's take orders. I have a private session where you order because abantu abafuni ukubonakala ngathi they are lacking. I mean, you could, even on my social media pages, ming post, I'll get like 2-3 likes, 10 if I'm very lucky. But inbox, no WhatsApp, could busy because people don't want to be associated. It's as though when they comment, shukutune problem. And it's not the case. You're just trying to enhance the relationship.
We have to fix the mind first.
Exactly. We don't apply makeup because sibabi. We're just enhancing the beauty that is already in existence. It's the same thing with the toys. They're just there to enhance. Especially like people that would complain, Guti, ukama 2 minutes, ukama fast and whatnot. Then do invest in foreplay. Invest in a toy, so much so that by the time she comes, for us women, it's so easy for us to come if you know how to play your game, By the time you penetrate her, 2 minutes it's more than enough. So so there's many ways to kill a cat without offending each other. But if only they could just be open enough to learning and not, because the thing when it comes to sex things, Mr. Strateni, your sex life is always lit. Yo, mina, akakhuluma ngokuthi yozolba ukudry, ngakhwayeka, ngayenzani, bukathi ngathela amanzi, ngifaka ama-eyes. We don't talk about those things. Ihlala elite, but when you drill down, now most of we want is yo why mara. Yabo? And that's why I facilitate such conversations. It's not an easy topic to be had. And I try to make it sociable. I'm sure you've seen my post. Like I try to make it relatable as well to everyday life. It happens to the best of us.
True.
It does. That's why there's these products. Otherwise, there would be no need for them if those things were not in existence.
True. And then what are the most common... Okay, it's a scala. You mentioned that there's toys, there's accessories. Please mention the difference between the two.
So toys, by toys in this context, I mean like vibrators, the ones that we deem as toys, like vibrators for him and her. That's basically the vibrators. Accessories are like something like this, the handcuffs. It's not things that are necessarily going in you or impacting you as such. This is just an accessory that you use to take it further, I impact techniques, it's just to spice it up. Bondage things, those are, I would say, accessories. But by toys also we mean lubricants and all of that. They fall under the thing of toys.
And lubricants, I know a lot of people, guys, it's a luxury, guys, even if it's a luxury. It's not even a thing, race or what is salabi. Most people would use baby oil. Abanye would use guys as lubrication. I'm telling you, things we've been through and things we've seen and experienced.
It's because of lack of knowledge. They
caught up. Abanye ukuthi khona but ukuphakama yelona case ingqondo ayifika ngokuthi let me put it here
that's why you must buy the right lubricants.
Exactly.
So the lubricant that I in my range, I could literally apply it now. By the time ngiyalang fika khona. So how it works is that it lubricates.
Okay.
I apply it now, nothing happens. But by the once you release any fluid, it reactivates. So nice. It doesn't have to wait for you ukuthi manje senibhizi lapho kumnandi and then suddenly so dry. So kumele manje
we have to
like, because my question is always like nice. What do you do in that split 30 seconds? Uhleli lapho ulindile like such an anticlimax. Umuntu usazoyifuna chiftise idona chiftise
that's why they opt for less eduze.
Exactly. So with this lubricant, it's a pH water-based lubricant.
Okay.
The moment, I guess your body will still release fluid. The moment your body releases fluid, then it reactivates.
Okay.
Because I guess sometimes some people, because of lack of knowledge, some people even think because you're not well lubricated means that you're not into the session or on time. And there's so many things that could impact the lubrication. It could be the medication that you're taking, the contraceptives, it could be the stress levels. There's a lot of things that impact you not to literally lubricate. But your body does lubricate kancane here and there, So Leyo kancane leyo, once that lubricant ithatha amanzi, it reactivates again over and over and over and over again until ugeza.
Yeah.
So it's also great for morning glory because then you don't have to, you know, it's going to be moist.
So is it only for women or is it for both?
No, it's for both. I think it's a sex lubricant.
Yeah.
So it's for both.
So where do you apply it as a woman?
You apply it inside.
Okay.
Inside your vagina. And again, that's why the education, because more figure at a sex shop, there's so many lubricants, you don't even know which one to go for. I mean, there's playful lubricant, there's anal lubricant, there's a toy lubricant. So you need to really know which lubricant to buy.
Oh, so you can't just buy one and use it for all
No,
these
it's not
different
a one
things.
blanket fits
Yeah.
all, no.
Oh my word.
They need to know because as in here, it's a silicone lubricant.
Yeah.
You buy a silicone lubricant and then you're going to use a condom. This is all clutch. So you need to know what type of lubricant to buy.
Okay.
There's so much to this thing, to this business.
No,
this
like it's
thing.
very interesting because it's educational more than anything.
More than anything.
Yeah.
And hence people, like sometimes they ask me, Stella also taking some products. And I'm like, I don't do just selling. Selling is additional. The indaba, it's the education. And when I charge for my sessions, I charge for that education that I'm imparting on people.
And we need...
and I'm not a sexologist. I'm not... This is all social learning. These are things that I've learned informally.
Okay.
I'm yet to get proper certifications.
But
for now, it's just social information that I'm sharing.
Okay. So you've mentioned earlier that you wouldn't date someone who somewhat doesn't get in the sex toys and. So with all your previous partners, I'd say even before. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but essentially, even prior to you
doing this business.
Yeah, selling, did you use toys before? Did you use toys before? No, I'm not saying but saying with the partners, even if by 2 or by 3. But with the partners, with the partners, have you ever used sex toys, accessories, and
no? So the first time I bought these, because being Saba, right? Even when I was like, I was like that as well because I didn't get the education. So I started with the Benoit balls, which are to strengthen the vaginal muscles. To be tight, to be.
Do those work well?
Grip, oh darling. That was the first buy, and I was like, oh hello. And then, like when I started the business, I was like, no man, and then mostly feedback is all because I always say and I always practice this also. Don't tell them as yet because the moment you say so when you say was actually feedback in because is all
then can we ask what
then but it beforehand. So before this I wasn't it was just the balls that I was using. And for me personally, I don't like talking about myself.
Okay.
I don't use the toys or any accessories until I feel good the relationship is stable because I want a person to fall in love with Khomoto as Khomoto.
Yeah.
By the time to figure lapo, it should really be like we've fallen in love because I don't want it to be dependent, the relationship to be dependent on that. And even when I do sell these, I always say that don't be reliant on them. First of all, if you know which you've got an addictive behavior.
Personality, I do. So I shouldn't even.
Don't even because you're going to get addicted, and we don't want that. You must be able to control yourself in that. Also, these things, you mustn't be reliant on them. You must use them the same way we eat dessert. Dessert is like Christmas, birthday, anniversary. Accent there every day.
Yeah.
So, you need to minimize the way you use it. Accent there every day. No. It's just for those special occasions. So, now I don't use them a lot.
Okay.
Unless if hey umuntu wenze into isimanga then
it's only way. Okay. No, it makes sense. And then what are the most common sex toys, accessories for couples or your best sellers?
My best sellers for ladies, calling ladies, is this This rose here. Yabona lena. Yo.
As I thought it was for men. I saw Ilona. Oh my God! I thought.
So this is Palisa law. We call it Palisa. Somebody was saying, it's the rose of Soweto. I'm like, no, this is the rose of spicy.
Yeah.
So this is for her. This is massaging the clit.
Okay.
The clitoris, right? It massages the entire vaginal area, the vulva. And then this is directly for the clit. So when you apply, when you use it, you must make sure that you've got a lubricant, number one. Number
Proper
two,
lubricant.
yes. So what's a base lubricant?
Okay.
Number two, you must make sure that you've got mattress protector.
Okay.
And you've got a towel close by.
Because it's a dumb.
So manje exeni so nega matrasi. And I'm legit not exaggerating.
Okay.
Right? So this goes, this is gonna, like, it pulls the... Trust me. On Fridays, I usually post feedback Fridays that I get from people. This little girl.
Some of us are gonna miss out, Maske.
But this thing is to one.
No, but I have an addictive loner.
Yeah.
So, ish.
And if you've never reached an orgasm, money back guarantee.
Okay.
I would see.
And still keep it foot.
Yeah. No, like ngalen, and it uses lithium battery, so you just charge it like you charge your phone.
Okay.
30 minutes of charging should last you 3 hours. 3 hours is long enough. I don't know how many. In fact, I must actually try to calculate the orgasms, but also it differs. But anyway. And this one goes inside the vagina if you're a girl where vaginal penetration, that likes vaginal penetration. Because remember, I think this is for the clit, you know. Statistics show that a higher number of women reach orgasm via clitoral stimulation. And that is why it's so easy for us to come just from finger play, tongue play, and. By the time Sega penetrates, so the dealer when, you know, it's not a lot of women that come from penetration only. True. So this is a jewel. Clit, and it can also go inside. Okay. Whether the vagina or the anal, whichever one, it's up to you.
All right.
So this is for
that's your bestseller.
This is my bestseller. And the nice thing is that you can also play it with your partner as well.
Okay.
So while he's penetrating, you can put this on your clit. That's for those people that prefer dual stimulation.
Okay.
And even dual stimulation because kungene ngaphakathi ngapha uyabamba, you know? And also even if it's not penetrative or anything, you can also play with this on the nipples.
Okay.
Like just sensitive erogenous zones in your partner's body or your body, just to get the vibrations all around, you know. So it's not like it's for just because iso iyagalona kuphela. You know, most of the toys you can use together. We also have a masi ring that you can use together. You know, it's pleasure for the both of you. Okay. So that would be like vibrators and stuff. Then when it comes to accessories, like I said, you've got my handcuffs, whips, dies. We'll get to the dies towards the end. Like card games. Like it's a whole lot of things for different people. Yeah. But the question I get asked a lot was, how do you introduce toys in a relationship? The biggest tip that I can say is that you introduce toys by introducing something that is beneficial for the both of you. I be selfish and let's say evaporator and expect my partner to understand evaporate. So buy something that will work for the both of you. Then you take it. Yeah. But cards are usually the best starting point. Like these ones, for example, they're called bedroom commands. Okay. They've got different headings. Dirty Daddy says and Sexy Bitch says. So whatever the card says, you do. So for example, when I found it, Dirty Daddy says. So
this would really want someone who's comfortable, guys, because if you're scared of trying new things with your partner, then it's a problem. And also no muntu excuse me. Yeah, open to doing things, you know, and I'm fun go but like yes, in English, you understand, so that you laugh. And that's why you laugh. That's why I'm laughing. Like how else are you going to explain these things? Like I'm thinking, okay, let's say guys. We understand. Then what happens?
That's why Jola, be or marry, i-type yakho.
No, so translate isiZulu or ngamanye ama-languages.
Or maybe actually, maybe in
different
vernac.
languages, no?
Yeah, actually, that's a good.
Okay, so I'll go with this one. Dirty Daddy says, dress like a naughty school girl and show me how naughty you can be.
Ooh, yabo? Fantasies and dressing up, role playing. You know, this is it's
me, I advocate the role playing. I'm big on role playing.
Yeah.
Ama handcuffs lawa ufikokote lapho uxolane that date sizokuthola ngizwile bathi uthengisa ama drugs.
Yeah.
Exactly. But how do you stop me?
Yeah, I have those. I'm big on role playing. I like that. I have the whip there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's spicing things. Like the spicing doesn't mean Gucci must go extremely out of your. No, it's it's these little things that we all want, like fantasies. We all have fantasies. We all like to see, not all, but we like to see a man in uniform and you know. So if we dress up as that, we're just making the relationship fun. People, some like we are young makotis. Sing I be two. It's just the two of us.
Guys, these are so interesting. Yes.
Right. So this one says, "Sexy bitch says." So I'm reading this now. To Dirty Daddy. It says, pretend you are a fireman and put out my fire.
Yeah. So fire could be put up anywhere. So you choose.
If fire guys, that's saying to date your type. Goes back to that. Jola ne type yakho, be with your type.
But
if that's the way they are, my biggest reservation is having a party and you talk about handcuffs. I literally feel like packing my bags and going because I just feel like, then why did you invite? Yeah, clearly you're not the target market because this year is about being open to trying new things and spicing things up. So if one was saying negativity, don't bring negativity into it. Otherwise, if we want to see sex negatively or anything aspects of the relationship in a negative way, then everything is about negative. I'm just feel like, hence to the point again, date your type, marry your type. Full stop.
Very, very interesting, yes. And especially Guma relationships, like I think we get comfortable with each other. And
it happens naturally.
Yeah, me and sports bras, and I guess when your partner does not even really.
But do the sports bras make you feel sexy?
No. Honestly,
so
because my comfort more than anything. I feel sexy when I'm naked. So as long as I'm then I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah, but when I just for,
I think the whole point is for you to be comfortable and feel sexy in whatever it is. So if it's a sports bra that makes you feel sexy, then hey, by all means,
no, when you feel comfort.
And remember also na lingerie yakhona, the aim is not for Ugutu Fage the whole night.
True.
Unless, of course, I'm a fishnet stockings because I'm a fishnets crotchless. So I don't have to take them off.
Yo, they're not
that expensive. Yeah, no.
Not intentionally.
But sex is a dirty game.
Yeah, I understand. But next time, it means I have to have different.
Different. I need sometimes when I want to change other shirts.
Yeah.
At that time, you want to achieve what you want to achieve. After.
So I see there's also dyes.
Yo, amaToys are my favorites.
Okay.
amaToys is actually a good starter if you really want to start things. So as we said, it yeah, I'm being silly.
But because I think I've seen that question. No, but I think I've seen that question.
As I too, right? This is a great way to start things, especially if I was going to introduce Sanganjani and you just want to start the fire. So the one die shows you the location. So it could be kitchen, garden, living room, shower, car. No, you mentally saying I funny like. Oksala no room. uyazi ukuthi kule yakhona leya kula swashela khona izitsho so ikitchen lelo
Okay.
bese lapha ya kule yalona le sikezela khona
Oh, so not literally.
yeah I mean
everything, okay.
it's how you make it. It's how you, it's your imagination that works.
Get it? Yeah, but mentality.
I-mentality asilungisa
Yeah,
i-mentality akuna ezizinto
Fanele
akunakuthi
sikhona
urichi
ukuyenza.
unani angina garden mara maybe ngine-balcony
Yeah.
you understand so it's up to
But
you
yeah,
how you use it.
mazingekho, you can find any space which you can.
Yeah, or sometimes book kushaya umoya okay yini le ndawo lena konje papas
Uyenzele garden esepurpose.
sengiyasho babalele ebusuku. No, but my thing is, I need to it also is a way of spicing things up.
No,
Get out of the house. Nige nishaye umoya nenze. Doesn't mean ukuthi mele niye sentini niye kuphi. Khona la the fact that you're outside your usual boundaries gives a different way of thinking and also even sex-wise it will like mostly cabanga ukuthi lo mpede lo phela ngiyazi ukuthi uyatekateka ninga yabona nama lapho swazistricta nama position.
True.
But mokwenye indawo hayibo awunandaba you can scream as loud as you want endlini welicabanga
Abantwana, yeah.
kanti mo laphayana noma ungascream mase bakubheke ekuseni wenza ngathi I was having a good time.
Yeah.
Anywho, so the one shows you the location and the other one shows you the different positions, right? This it's got an illustration of the woman is the one in pink and then the man is the one standing up.
Okay.
So it shows you a literal illustration of how you should be,
Nice.
right? Because you find people, and to the point where I said a lot of people, bazokutshela ngama 6'9". Oh yes, you now go and Google 6'9" on your work laptop. Lapho you can't even clear the cache, and you know. So with this giving you the position, it's easy now to see who's so senza le position. Whether yazi gama lakhona or yazi mara yazi ukuthi okusala ithi mele ngime so. So you just roll these with your person. Whatever the dice say, you do yabona lena ithi
Kitchen.
It's
a kitchen, no?
It's a kishini. You go down on him and give him oral pleasure. So
Interesting.
you just roll that. Nini wafaka ku laptop bag. Maybe ngishare something lapho ngicela. Yabo? Or before hamba baby ngicela oral ama-dice ngazi ukuthi tonight ngprepare kanje. Yabo? Uba spicy. Uba spicy.
So
it doesn't take a lot of effort to be spicy.
Time, so you can.
It's a game for two.
Yeah.
That's why people must invest in having date nights. Set a time aside just as good you need to phela.
Very interesting.
More, can you see more?
Yeah, when I think it's ngicela mina interested.
More products.
Fishnets.
Oh, then we also have phela mele book session angifuni give away your.
No, I'll sneak zonke just.
Then it's just a bell to say ngiyacela. Hayi ukuthi manje utsuharobale. Muqala nje uza icilongo.
Yeah.
Uyazi ukuthi kenako.
Mele kuyocula.
Nini send voice note vele uthi. Sekayazi ukuthi time, yeah.
Okay, very interesting because we keep.
Like these are accessories. Are they impacting your game in any way? Are they talking anything about your manhood?
Yes, next.
This is just saying,
Oh, this is very interesting.
I know, right?
And I've never seen it. Have you seen it when before? I put
I'm going to the spicy lashes. Now you know. And then these are just fishnets, my favorites. Like I said,
the clutch is open, no?
Yeah, ngitavulekile la pants. Ideally, you wouldn't be wearing underwear. This underwear is just for show.
So avulekile exactly so.
Yeah, vulekile. Ngithi ayikho registering le.
Yeah.
So kuvulekile la.
Interesting. Yes, bengicabanga like a literal lona whole nyana.
No, kuvulekile la. So you don't have to take them off. Nini moya esontweni or moya emngcwabeni uyafaka neroko lakho. Just to be spicy umuntu azibuza ukuthi mara khumuzo.
Hey, can I just see?
Yeah.
Also, they come, I'm thinking, in different patterns, no?
Yeah, it's a one piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sizes?
So it's one size fits most. I'm working on getting one for plus size women as well. But it stretches.
Yeah.
It stretches. I mean, this fits on me and I'm thick now.
Is it the one you're wearing? if I may ask?
No way. Wouldn't you like to know?
Because someone looks like it's and a fishnet la.
Okay. But yeah.
Right.
It's same WhatsApp group sort of.
Yeah. Oh, this is very interesting.
That's why I like them. And it's a one piece. You know, it accentuates your body properly. Like, I love fishnets. I think my new range is just going to be specializing with fishnets. Because I think they're very sexy. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree. 100%.
I think, this I would... Oh, this is very interesting. I wonder
no, and that's simple.
Because you can also wear them when you go somewhere, you know.
Yeah, like champis
again, exactly.
It's work pelo waziyo.
Exactly.
And nini mesenifuna ikwikinyana. Akusumsebenza ukuthi manje mele ukhumule iphakamisa nje roko.
Simple. As you are so sexually liberated. As
my prayer is for every woman out there to be that way, so that they can have a generally happy life.
No, we need to attend your sessions. Yeah, please, let's talk about that. Your next session, when is it?
This Women's Month, I
details.
am hectically busy. On the 9th of August, I've got an event in Houghton.
Okay.
On the 19th, I'm hosting my own event, Ekatlehong at Tools Barbershop.
Okay.
It's only 100 Rand to get you in.
Okay.
It's a Ekatlehong Mnisi. That's the one that I'm hosting personally. So I'd really love. I'm going to have a mini sexpo because I'm going to have different toys, different lubricants, and give people a sense of what's what, the information that I was giving away. On the 24th, I've got an event, a rooftop. I think you also invited there.
Yes.
Yeah, nalapo, I'll just be doing my talk. Like a good busy, I think I post on my socials. Spicy Lashes on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Okay.
That's where I post all my other sessions that I have. But alternatively, anybody can book me.
Yeah.
You can also book me to come and just give the education. And then all the products are available on my website, spicylashes.com.
Please spell lashes, please. Shem.
Yeah, sometimes like, maybe you're not the... no spicy. No spicy wakona. It's not your usual spicy.
Okay.
Because we're spicy like that.
All
it's
right.
SPICEY. That's spicy. LUSCIOUS. Spicy lashes. So it's spicy love.
Okay.
Hence, as I'm saying, we're spicing relationships. So it's spicy love, spicy lashes.
Okay.
With a twist.
Yeah. No, interesting. Gwena, do you have anything more to add?
Me, I'm big. I'm an advocate for such things.
Yeah.
And I say more women should actually get into...
True.
And men. I think men also. I think the next phase should be now, let's empower couples and then let's empower men. Because for men, it's easy to buy kuluma freely and openly. But hence, you can contact me in my inbox or whatever, and we can have the conversations. Because I know also for men's ego, it's not easy to ask questions publicly.
Yeah.
And I think that's why most men's sessions wouldn't work. Unless Batule Bamameli.
Me, I'd say men actually into this kind of stuff. The only issue is that not unless you're speaking a traditional man and older guy, but I know a majority of guys
men.
They're into this, and if maybe the partner, the wife, the girlfriend is not into it, that's when you start seeing her another sister who's into it and who's willing to let him unleash that side with her.
Exactly.
Hence your side chicks and Mara, I think
exactly. And that's why Mele Apuma my side chick. When I is the main, it was spicy.
Do the right things.
Hey,
don't be boring. Be different.
These we can be lubrications. I've had like a cold one. I've had a hot one. I've had
exactly.
So these things are very they're nice and guys should try these things. And I'm pretty sure a lot of guys try these things. Just in hence I'm saying now I'm advocating the main chicks should get into this vibe.
Should be the only chicks.
And you'll find a lot will go a lot better at home. As opposed
at the end of the day, I'm all about let's build relationships. No room for side chicks, no room for extras. Let's build a relationship, one bedroom at a time, one relationship at a time.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you so much for such an insightful chat
on unleashing the beasts.
Such a fierce.
And I realized today is that you look the part. For me, Yabo, Mozoti, yeah, this is what you do.
But
Then
I
look at
don't
you, I'm
look
like,
like this always.
no, I know, but when you're presenting, you know, or when you're coming through, because
Yeah.
I can't say I'm a
You must be
designer
your own brand.
When I go to an event or gupi,
Focus nice.
you know, yeah, I've got my looks now. I mean, okay, podcast, I'm chilled. Strategy, I'm chilled. Events, it's different. But yeah, the fact that you wear izinto zakho, you know, this is very nice. I really like it.
Thank you.
Order. And the guys, I hope as well as it fits.
One size fits most.
Not all.
Not
that you're
all.
working on.
Most.
Plus size. But I'm going to give feedback, guys, because Nami.
Still listening feedback.
Yeah. So okay,
Yeah.
and I think I'll also buy it for a friend. And I guess that's how we're ending it, guys. Please make sure that you like and you subscribe. Leave comments, guys. Good comment section. They don't have to be disrespectful, guys, because we will not entertain such. Nizwile, we've been taught about something that is very interesting, especially as a generation, especially basemalokishini, guys. Let's make sure that we take care of our mindsets first.
And take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Begins with you.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Till the next one.
Spice it up.
Thank you.